it's hard to think of anything else than the war in Ukraine. It's so sad. Now it's about another important subject, and that's sustainability. This is a recycling station in Båstad. It's very well organized. Paper, plastic, metal. Here a couple of weeks ago I met a guy. He came forward to me and asked, "Are you Björn? Because I follow your YouTube channel." He's also interested in sustainability. Sustainable flying with electric planes, which I have videos of, and also sustainable driving with electric cars. He has just got a Mercedes EQS, one of the maybe finest electric cars available on the market, and he invited me to take a closer look at it. So we're gonna do that and take a test drive of it. Okay, good morning, Tony. Morning. And here the magnificent Mercedes EQS, and I will start in the passenger seat then, because I'm not used to it at all. And Tony, you will start driving, and then we drive to Markaryd, Motorcentrum Markaryd.
Yeah, that's right. That's the place where I bought the car.
Yeah.
For just a few weeks ago. So I'm not very. It's a new car for me too. So I'm learning. It's a lot of things to learn. But so far, I'm very surprised with the comfort, and it's a luxury to drive. And I mean, all right, if I drive from point 1A to B, I can do that with any car. But with this car, it's also a great experience while I'm driving. So that's positive with the car. And of course, it's nice, it's comfortable, as I said. So it's very positive for me to have it, and I'm happy to have that car. I like it so much. I also like the design, but some people, it looks like a drop of water.
Yeah.
Because of
aerodynamic, of course. Yeah. Still, the plastic is in the car. It's definitely brand new. And just look at this. Wow. Yeah, we just mentioned the Ukraine war. Terrible. Lots of space here, and for me, of course, and I recognize the standard Mercedes layout on some things, but a lot is new too, like a big iPad here, and silent, of course, like all electric cars. This is very exciting, and wow, what a navigation display.
Tag oss till Motorcentrum Markaryd.
Yeah, and you can enter the destinations by push buttons and by voice, of course.
Vägen 5 kilometer.
Follow the road 5 kilometers. Yeah.
So interesting marketing.
Absolutely, yeah.
And especially now when we're talking about the war in Ukraine, but the gasoline prices, the price for diesel and other like petroleum, I think they will rise up.
Yeah, making electric cars even more interesting.
Yeah.
Provided that you can create the electricity, but then we have the solar power and the wind power. And they were talking about 120 terawatt wind generators in somewhere around Sweden, and 120 terawatts is the same as the whole Sweden energy consumption for a year.
I didn't know that.
That's a lot. Yeah,
it's a good idea to, if you have the possibility to install a load box battery for charging box in the house. So I'm doing that next week. They're coming to me and
solar panels.
Yeah. I think for me it's a must, and you can load slowly during the night.
Yeah,
it's perfect actually.
I must say this is extremely comfortable car, and I bet the range is very. It's supposed to have one of the longest ranges in all electric cars.
It's recommended not to load over around 80% to if you want to take care of the battery. But if you load it full 100%, you can drive, as I say, from Mercedes, which is about a little bit above 70 Swedish miles. That's very far.
It's very far, yeah.
And also it's quick to load from 20% battery to 80% takes around 20-25 minutes. Depends on the capacity of the station, of course.
Yeah.
So,
but that's quick.
That's a cup of coffee.
You have enough to drive many kilometers. Yeah. Yeah. The comfort is ridiculously good. It's winter tires on the car, but still super quiet. And this one is very advanced.
Ja, så här att jag trycker där.
Yeah, and you have a 360 camera with a helicopter view. So nice. I love it. Wow. Oh, this is nice. Super cool. Yeah. Okay, now it's my turn.
Första gången jag åker bil.
And I can, yeah, I'm familiar with the Mercedes controls. Oh yeah, this is very, very nice. Yeah, and the comfort. I guess it's air suspension.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. And the controls, they are in the same place as my E-Class with the shift selector and the windscreen wipers and the gear selectors manual, and also the controls on the steering wheel.
So you're already a little bit familiar with the car?
Yeah, I feel at home immediately.
Yeah.
Of course,
you feel at
the
home?
menus here, I feel at home, yeah. Because it's easy when you go when you switch between cars and you're familiar with the controls.
Yeah.
It's standardized. And actually this windscreen selector, wiper selector, it's the same as it was in my father's 1968 E-Class, because that was at the same place.
All right.
220 diesel, and I have the head-up display here with a pretty large map display, a simplified map display, and I have the speed and the navigation instructions, of course. Yeah, it's supposed to be at 80 kilometers per hour here, and I can see it's a camera recognizing the speed limits too, of course.
24 kilometer left.
The cabin is, of course, it's very roomy. Suspension is super comfortable, air suspension, and all this. And yeah, you have the lights here. You can, I suppose, you can select different colors. Yeah, we talked about maintenance on the E-Class Mercedes diesel, and you should take into account the electric cars. Maybe they are expensive to buy, but the maintenance costs are extremely low. You said every second year, or?
Yeah, I was told that it was every second year.
Yeah, you're doing an inspection for 2,000 Swedish kronor. That's extremely little money. The friend, he's selling small trucks for gardens and all like that. It's electric cars, and the only thing they do at the maintenance, that's checking the brakes, because there are no maintenance on the engine, no maintenance on the batteries, like a petrol engine or diesel engine with changing oil and all that, valve adjustments. No, it doesn't exist, because you don't have a combustion engine. It's clearly a top of the line car, and of course I like this vent outlet, reminding me of a jet engine, and you have a color in here too, which you can adjust, and then you have light here and here. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Motorcentrum Markaryd. We're gonna meet Örjan Persson. He's the CEO of this company. Hello. Hi. Hello. Björn. Hi.
Tjena. Daniel, trevligt.
Here's another one. Dark blue with black interior.
Det är något av det fräckaste jag har varit med om i en bil.
Okay, let's check the black interior. And we're going to watch an introduction video that is available in this car.
Start highlight mode.
Ready to witness something exceptional, then press play. Hello and welcome in this EQS.
Super cool.
What you're experiencing now is our most progressive Mercedes EQ so far. The EQS is all about you and your comfort level. A complete sensory experience with a top-notch Burmester surround sound system and our specific EQ sound features. I'm an all-electric car with a unique purpose philosophy and a seamless one-bow design. I offer great interior space, as you can see, a new luxurious aesthetic. With a sustainable architecture and our green charging solutions, we contribute to the goal of zero emissions. Once we are on the streets, you will enjoy the thrill of my all-electric performance and experience a smooth ride.
And the green
Whether
color
you drive
here and
yourself
blue here.
or let me do the work for you, you'll come to know the feel of ease. And while you're at it, lean back. Enjoy the seat's comfort, touch the organic embracing forms, and feel the progressive materials around you. Take a deep breath and let the cool air refresh you.
And now it's blowing
as in every
cool air,
Mercedes-Benz, you can do this in a safe environment, in your comfort zone, where I anticipate situations. As it's all about you feeling relaxed and at ease, you can interact with me either way you like, via touch, gestures, or simply with your voice. And the more we interact, the more I learn from you and can better adapt to your needs and habits on the streets of this world.
Oh, that was cool. Impressive. Wow. If you're a tech freak, you you will love this car.
Yes.
Clearly very aerodynamic, which I like, of course, because I'm a pilot. I've just met Örjan Persson. He is CEO of Motorcentrum Markaryd.
Yes.
And I've only heard a lot of good stuff about your company. Why do you think you have such a good reputation?
I think it's because we have been here since the early 1940s. We have a long tradition of taking care of the customers and try to be as polite and honest as we possibly can.
That's good. Yeah. And my father-in-law, he just bought an EQA from you, and he also has a very good impression of you, and he told me that you are welcoming people that are coming by to go in here and have a cup of coffee.
Of course.
And I thought that was so clever of you, because, well, what's the cost of a cup of coffee? It's very little, and the customers coming here, they talk good about you and tell all their friends that this is a very nice company. So I thought that was so clever of you doing that.
And that's also one of our oldest traditions. You're always welcome to get a cup of coffee and a small chat. And if you have some problems or anything, you can always ask us, and we can help either the sales department or the workshops.
That's great. And you also create a family feeling with people around this Markaryd village or city. Yeah.
Yeah. This is quite typical for all of Markaryd, with small companies with the family, many family who drives the companies.
Yeah.
And my father has been here since 1972, so almost 50 years.
Yeah.
And have been CEO for many years before me.
Yeah. So what do you think about the future? Will you only sell electric cars in the future, or how do you see the future?
The future is like always quite hard to understand, but I think the most part will be electric. But I think some fuels will still remain because of we have quite different country with long distances in the north, and we have small distances in the countries. So I think it will depend on where you live.
Oh yeah, of course.
You have the temperature differences in the north and the south, and you have the long ranges also. So I think it will depend much where you live and how you use the car. And I think many family who has 2 cars will have one full electric and perhaps one hybrid or something like that.
Yeah.
So you can choose where to go, wherever you want to go.
Yeah, I think that is if you can afford to have 2 cars, I think that's a very clever solution. But because I think our next car in the family will be an electric cars, but as a complement for doing short drives in the area, go shopping and all that, we can definitely use an electric cars. It's enough with the range, maybe 100 kilometers or so, but then we can have another car for longer.
And many people who lives in the countryside has to have 2 cars, so the possibility to choose there is quite good.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm very impressed of this car. It was actually, well, it's a lot of money for a car, of course, but it sounds crazy, but I think you get a lot for the money, even if it's a lot of money if I compare to the competitors. I think this one, of course, it's the top of the line and it's the most expensive of them, but I'm very impressed of this EQS model.
Really nice to hear.
Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Daniel. You have to tell us a little bit about the car.
And the lights is in 3D, so you can see when I lock the car up, you can see.
Yeah, it flows. It's a flowing motion.
Flowing motion, and it looks in 3D. The car is a sedan, but it's a hatchback. So when I open the front, it's very deep inside. Definitely
big. With a 3-piece backrest and extendable door handles, of course.
If I open this, we have, I don't know, the word is spolarvätska.
Yeah, the washer fluid, the water for the washer,
Yeah,
sure.
Because the car has no front, so you cannot open this.
I can see a camera here and
it's
radar.
It's for a 360 camera. This emblem is warming, so even if it's 10 degrees out, the star will always be seen. We had lights. It's Mercedes newest lights. It's called digital lights, and it has 1.6 million individual
LEDs or
LEDs.
Okay. You can actually see all the small. I've been told that you can individually adapt the sound system.
Start configuring the new sound. So this is a start menu. So then we can choose what the volume we like. So turn, and here we have the balance between the discount and the bass.
Okay.
And here we can choose how much drums we want in the sound. So if I turn this up, you can hear it's
powerful bass.
Very powerful. And then my configuration is finished. And then I can choose how I want it to sound. And here we have the 3D and the surround. Here you can choose between how much surround you want and how much 3D you want in the sound.
Impressive. we put the language in English, and intentionally you put your mobile here. Yeah. Now let's see what happens if we leave the car.
Excuse me, please don't forget your phone.
Don't forget your phone. Oh, that's cool. Gör vi det?
Du får säga till när du
Ja.
snackar.
Nej, men that was a visit at Motorcentrum Markaryd. We talked about doing more videos because there is an EQE coming in a couple of months. We'll see. Approaching Båstad, trying the sport mode now. Oh yes. Holy shit. Yes. Okay, sorry.
2600 kilo.
2,600 kilos.
Ja.
That's a lot. Yeah. It moves. Well, thank you, Tony, for letting me try your EQS.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, it has been an experience. Thank you very much.
We had a nice day together with the car.
Beautiful.